The man woke up from his coma and was terrified to find a wild beast licking his face. He quickly turned his head to look. It was just a goat. After confirming there was no danger, but as he looked at the scene in front of him, he froze in terror, his eyes widening. He almost fainted again. On a bare cliff, the man was stuck about 10 meters from the top. In despair, the man lifted his head and saw that his parachute had gotten caught on a tree that was about to fall. He quickly turned around to try to save himself. He touched the rock wall with his hand and realized it wasn't rock, but a thick layer of soft mineral rock. He pulled out a dagger, then took off his shoes. He shoved the dagger into the shoe and pushed it through the toe, making a simple climbing shoe, and began to climb upward with difficulty. As long as nothing went wrong, he could slowly make it to the top, but after climbing 3 or 4 meters, the fine daggers couldn't support his weight and suddenly broke into 2 pieces. This disturbance caused the already fragile tree to begin breaking from the roots. It looked like he would be sent crashing down to the abyss with the parachute. In this life or death moment, the man tapped into a great potential. He quickly turned around, pushing off the cliff with his toes, holding the dagger in his hand. He frantically cut at the parachute ropes. Finally, just before the tree fell, he successfully cut the parachute loose and escaped danger. But surviving was only temporary. Without the parachute to hold him up, the man could only cling to the cliff wall. Once his strength ran out, he would fall off the cliff. Just as he was about to give up, the goat suddenly bleated, as if giving him a hint. The man looked up and saw the goat placing its front and back legs in the gaps of the cliff, easily climbing the smooth and steep cliff. Hope reignited in the man's heart. He let go of both hands and tried to climb horizontally. Luckily, the gap wasn't too wide, and his height was just right to wedge him in. Though it looked dangerous, it was very effective. The man slowly moved upward. Soon he climbed up to a small protruding platform, but before he could feel happy, he found that the top was still 2 or 3 meters away, and the cliff face was too smooth. There was no way to climb up. Just then the fragile platform suddenly started collapsing. Not giving the man any time to think, he instinctively turned around, stepped on the goat's back, and jumped to the cliff edge. The man couldn't believe he had succeeded, but just as he was about to reach the top, a fierce-looking ram suddenly walked up to him.